A very important day tomorrow, guys, because it's all about the FOMC meeting. So today we're going to be today's video we're going to be talking about the Fed mainly. But before we do, guys, from Will chart, it seems like we're about to get this explosive bull run, guys. Listen to this. Fidelity Investments and BlackRock, two of the world's largest financial institutions with a combined $14 trillion in assets under management, are showing signs that they may be driving the next crypto price bull run. I believe it will become the biggest bull run ever in crypto. Last year, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink predicted blockchain technology will bring about increased market efficiency. Meanwhile, Fidelity has now opened up its cryptocurrency trading platform to its 37 million users, guys. So these big players, these big dogs are joining into the crypto sphere, guys, right? They probably have a long time ago, but now they're stating it in the public eye, guys, right? So it's funny because last year on June 17th, 2022, if I'm not mistaken, guys, we actually stated that there will be another bull market, but guess what? It will be the finale, right? And then the new system will go live probably after that, guys, when the collapse takes place. But this bull run that's happening possibly right now, right? We're in the beginning phases of it. It may be the most euphoric run yet, guys, because before the collapse takes place, they wanna lure as many people in as possible, right? So pay attention. Now, why is tomorrow an important day, guys? Because what do we have here? The FOMC meeting takes place tomorrow, right? Which they'll be talking about what's happening with the current economy and all of the banking crisis, all these things, right? Inflation and all of those things. Now, you must pay attention to tomorrow because they'll dictate where the market will move next, guys, right? So the next FOMC meeting is literally in 18 hours, guys, right? If you go down here, 88% of people are predicting for another 25 basis point rate hike, but 11% of people are predicting that they're going to pause, guys, right? So which one will it be? Now, if they raise it by 50 basis points, that's not good, guys. Markets will definitely dump. 25 basis points, it's obviously better, guys. Maybe markets will just range at that time. If they pause it, that's really bullish, guys. But then if they cut rates, wow, it's very unlikely, but it's going to be very crazy if they did, guys, because that would be super bullish, right? So let's pay attention. As you guys can see, the FOMC meeting, everyone's talking about it, guys. Wow, check this out, guys, from Goldman Sachs. Quote, we expect the FOMC to pause at its March meeting this week because of stress in the banking system. Whoa, think about it, right? We think Fed officials will therefore share our view that stress in the banking system remains the most immediate concern for now, end quote. Wow, so that's the excuse they're going to use to what? Pause, right? Maybe even cut, guys, later on in the next meeting. That's so fascinating, right? Which means that's going to be very bullish for cryptocurrencies. We're literally going to go up and never stop if they do pivot, guys. Trader wagers $2 million on Fed half-point cut by June. Meaning exactly, guys. Well, that's what we thought here on the channel as well, right? What's even crazier, guys, Elon Musk comes into play and talks about what should happen tomorrow with the FOMC meeting. The Federal Reserve should pause on Wednesday. We have had a number of major shocks to the system, right? 3 US bank closures in a week, wiping out equity and bond holders. The demise of Credit Suisse and the zeroing of its junior bond holders. The effect of the above is a meaningful tightening of financial conditions that has not yet been visible in light of rapidly unfolding events of the last 2 weeks, right? Inflation is still a problem and the Fed needs to continue to show resolve. Powell can do this by pausing and making very clear that this is a temporary pause so that the impact of recent events can be assessed. But guys, if you go back here, check this out, okay? From Elon Musk, Fed needs to drop the rate by at least 50 basis points on Wednesday. Tomorrow, guys. Wow. 50 basis points to drop it, guys. Basically to cut it by 50 basis points on Wednesday. What if this happens? This is going to be the craziest thing, guys, right? Some people are talking about they're going to hike it by 50 basis points. What will it be, guys? Need to, but they can't. They have painted themselves into this corner, and They need to stick with it until inflation data shows clear signs of cooling or the wheels really start to come off with unemployment surging. Again, what will happen, guys? It all depends on tomorrow, right? Let's wait and see. But Elon Musk is stating we need to calm down here, because if they keep raising, guys, what's going to happen with the economy? We're going to get more bank runs, more bank failures. Another thing will break, guys, right? The system is collapsing as we speak. Senator Elizabeth Warren says about 2 million people will lose their jobs as a result of the Fed's anticipated monetary tightening. Powell replied with spice. Check this out, guys. We need to pay attention, because whatever these people do, it will reflect on the crypto prices, the stocks, right? All these markets, guys. So this is very important.
Interest rates as you plan, unemployment will be 4.6% by the end of the year.
It's not an intended consequence.
But it is, and it's in your report, and that would be about 2 million people. If you could speak directly to the 2 million who you're planning to get fired over the next year, what would you say to them?
Inflation is extremely high, and it's hurting the working people of this country badly, all of them, not just 2 million of them. And we are taking the only measures we have to bring inflation down.
And putting 2 million people out of work is just part of the cost, and they just have to bear it?
Well, will working people be better off if we just walk away from our jobs and inflation remains 5-6%? It's not as black and white as very
just looking at the numbers. It actually is pretty black.
Alan Blinder's written a book on this.
There have been 12 times that we've seen a 1-point increase in the unemployment rate in a year. How many times did the economy fail to fall into a recession after doing that? Out of 12 times.
I think the number is 0.
I think the number is 0. That's exactly right.
Right now, the unemployment rate is 3.4%, which is the lowest in 54 years. And we actually don't think that we need to see a sharp or enormous increase in unemployment to get inflation under control. Even 4.5% unemployment is well better than most of the time for the last 75 years.
Guys, these people are stuck. If they raise interest rates, it's not going to be good for the economy, right? Because something else will break probably. But if they cut rates, guys, well, it will be good for inflation. But if they cut rates, it's going to be worse for inflation, right? So what are they going to do, guys? The U.S. Federal Reserve printed $500 billion today. This is the first time since April of 2022 the Fed has printed more money. Exactly, guys. These people are printing like never before, right? Quantitative easing is taking place as we speak, guys. This is why cryptocurrencies are pumping, guys, especially with the stock market as well, right? Why? It's crazy because we're 5, 8, 9 steps ahead of everyone else, guys. They have to. That's the thing. They have to, guys. Right? They're going to keep doing this. They're going to inject the monster more of the thing it wants, right? Which is money, 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 guys. That financial juices tweet out. ECB's Lagarde, inflation is expected to remain excessively high for an extended period of time. There you guys go. We just got confirmed by the wise owl, folks. Why? Because do you really believe Jerome Powell cares about inflation at all for the people? Do you believe that they care about us at all? No, they don't, guys. If they did, they would have stopped inflation a long time ago, right? Crash and collapse the cryptocurrencies and stocks overall, but they won't because all the wealthy folks, his masters, are invested into the markets, guys, right? Come on, guys. It's so simple. Not to mention, tough situation for central bankers. Do they continue to fight inflation or do they keep raising rates in the middle of a credit banking crisis? Exactly. This is where they're stuck, guys, right? Hyperinflation or second Great Depression, guys. Which one will it be, right? Or both. Can it be both, right? Again, this is the craziest thing, guys. It's funny that we were talking about the Great Depression coming up as well, right? And it seems like these people were planning it all this time. It's incoming, guys. You guys ready? Because I am. Even if we're not, we should be, right? From Claim 21 more. Everything will calm down and then the Black Swan will come out of nowhere and drag everything to the pits of hell. Powell will turbo blast the world with money printing. Yellen will hand out trillions and it won't be enough, guys, right? Now, this is his scenario. Well, we have a Black Swan here soon, out of nowhere, right? There is a possibility. Maybe they want to break more things before they literally come in and save the day, right? They already have with the banks, guys. But but he's probably talking about a repeat of 2020, right? They keep printing and printing and printing, but I still believe that's going to happen, guys, because we're at the last stages of the old guard about to leave and the new one will come in its place, right? So they have to make everything upside down. From Watcher Guru, Justin, White House says President Biden has confidence in Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Guys, as you guys can see right here, basically we see, I mean, if President Joe Biden has confidence in Jerome Powell, that tells us it should be the opposite, right? Because if you guys trust Joe, then I don't know. Basically, subsequently, the endorsement has arrived following the Fed's most recent action in protecting depositors affected by Silicon Valley Bank closure. The country's economic status has experienced a tumultuous 2 years as the fight against inflation and an impending crisis have called its leadership into question. The United States president has seemingly endorsed the current chair. Again, guys, this is why we shouldn't, right? Because if he's stating that it's all good and they have it all under control, they definitely don't, guys. The economy is literally dying as we speak, number one, right? And over here, Janet Yellen states the economy is performing very well. Come on, guys. If you believe they are, then I don't know, right? Then we can't help you guys, because it sure isn't, guys. It surely isn't, right? Again, let's prepare for tomorrow, guys, because tomorrow's a very important day, and let's see what occurs. Not financial advice. My name is Sophia. Amazing, see ya.